friends, this video on electromagnetic waves part 6 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till part 5 before going ahead with part 6. Now let us look at the energy in an electromagnetic wave. Now let us say, okay, fine. So till now we understood that if we have an electric field and a magnetic field, and if they are time varying and coupled, they give rise to electromagnetic waves. But what is the purpose of electromagnetic waves? What purpose do they serve? Do they carry energy with them? Yes, of course. Electromagnetic waves, as the wave propagates, energy gets carried, and this is the most important property because of which the electromagnetic waves have so much of practical applications. For any wave for that matter, if a wave doesn't carry energy, I don't think it can be put up into many practical purposes. So carrying energy is one of the basic property of waves, because of which they are so much helpful in our day-to-day life. So now in this slide we will see how much energy is carried by an electromagnetic wave. Energy in an electromagnetic wave is partly carried by electric field and partly by magnetic field, because whenever we talk about electromagnetic wave, electric field and magnetic field both play equally important role, right? So when I talk about the amount of energy that is being carried by an electromagnetic wave, that is also divided between both of them. Half of the energy gets carried by electric field, some of the energy gets carried by magnetic field. So now let us look at it mathematically. Now we know that. Let us try to calculate the energy stored per unit volume in an electromagnetic wave. So what will be the energy stored per unit volume? Let us denote it as ET, that is the total energy stored per unit volume in an electromagnetic wave. So this total energy will be equal to the energy stored per unit volume by electric field plus the energy stored per unit volume by magnetic field. Now we have already seen in our lessons on electricity that energy stored per unit volume is given by half epsilon naught E square, right? We have already derived all these expressions that the energy stored per unit volume by an electric field is half epsilon naught E square, and the energy stored per unit volume by magnetic field is half V square divided by mu naught, right? So the total energy stored per unit volume in an electromagnetic wave is this plus this, right? Now we also know that the velocity of an electromagnetic wave, it was experimentally found. We will talk about it when we discuss the properties of an electromagnetic wave. The speed of an electromagnetic wave is equal to the speed of light, that is c. And this speed is equal to the ratio of the electric field and the magnetic field. So C is equal to E by B. So this was experimentally found that speed of an electromagnetic wave is the same as the speed of light, and that is equal to the ratio of electric field to the magnetic field. Now using this, we can write that E total is equal to half epsilon naught E square plus half into, instead of B, we can write it as E divided by C. So B square will be E square divided by C square into mu naught, right? We also know that from Maxwell's equations, we saw that experimentally it was also found that the speed of light c is equal to 1 divided by root over mu naught epsilon naught. So using this, we can say that E total is equal to half epsilon naught E square plus half E square divided by mu naught into 1 by C square. That means mu naught square epsilon naught square. Right? This is E square divided by C square. C square would be mu naught epsilon naught. Right? So this mu naught and mu naught will get cancelled. So this is equal to half epsilon naught E square plus half epsilon naught E square. So this is equal to epsilon naught E square. Therefore, the total energy stored per unit volume in an electromagnetic wave is given by epsilon naught E square, and this is the amount of energy per unit volume that will get carried by the electromagnetic wave. So half of this energy is carried by electric field and the remaining half of the energy is carried by the magnetic field. So as the wave propagates, the energy gets carried from one place to another. So this is the energy which gets carried away by the electromagnetic wave. Now since the electromagnetic wave carries energy, therefore it has so many practical applications in communication systems. Now we will talk about. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.